Hi Y3, I hope you're all well and we're going to do a bit of maths today. So our learning objective is to understand division as grouping equally. So our success criteria. Division is sharing something into blank. So have a think about what division is. Have a quick think. Well done if you said division is sharing something into equal groups. It's sharing an amount into equal groups. Okay, very important for later on. If there's anything left over, it is a blank. Okay, so once we put it up, our number into equal groups, if there's anything left over, we call it a remainder. Can you say that? Remainder. Well done. We call it a remainder. Anything that's left over is a remainder. Okay, division is the blank of multiplication. Now, you might have heard me saying this before. So multiplication is the opposite of division. Now, what is that mathematical word for opposite? Okay, so for example, take away is the opposite of add. So what is that? What's that word that I'm thinking of? Have a little think. Well done if you said inverse. Inverse. You say that. Well done. So inverse. Inverse basically means the opposite. So division is the inverse of multiplication. It's the opposite. And multiplication is the inverse of division. So let's move on. So here we have an amount. So we have these red dots. So let's count how many red dots we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 red dots. And how many groups do I have? So let's count. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to share them equally. So I'm going to have to use my division sign. So I've got 9 divided by 3. So this is when we're going to share this amount, the 9, by 3. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we've got that 9 and divided it into 3 equal groups. And how many are there? In one of these groups. So let's count. 1, 2, 3. So 9 divided by 3 is going to equal 3. Okay, let's have a look at this bit. So is there a multiplication fact that could help you check the answer? So remember, division is the inverse of multiplication. So can we think of a multiplication fact that we might know? So first of all, let's have a look at this number sentence. We know we have 3 groups. Remember, we've got 1, 2, 3. And in each of those groups, we have 3 in each one. So we know we have 3 lots of 3. 3 lots of 3. So we're going to do our multiplication. 3 lots of 3. So let's count with our 9. Our 3. So we've got 3, 6, 9, which was also the answer or our total at the beginning. Okay, so we've used our multiplication to double check our division. So let's move on to this next one. So here we have how many equal red dots? Sorry, how many dots do we have? Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 dots. And how many groups I have? We've got 1, 2, 3. And we're going to share them equally. So we're going to divide. Remember, dividing is sharing equally. So let's divide these up into 3 groups. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, let me just put this one there. There we go. So here we've got 10 divided by 3, but we have 1 left over. So first of all, we know that we can equally have, remember, they have to have the same amount in each box, okay? We know there are 3 in each box. If I try to put that extra 1 in, it's not going to be equal. I haven't got 3 groups that are the same, so I can't put it there. So I know I have 3, and we have a remainder 1. We have 1 that is remaining, 1 that cannot go into the groups because the groups will not be equal. So 10 divided by 3 is 3, remainder 1, 1 left over, 1 that cannot go into the groups because it would not make equal groups. Okay, so I want you to have a quick pause, have a go at this one, see how many red dots there are, see how many groups there are, and see if you can draw this in on your sheet at home. How many does it equally go into? Have a quick pause. Okay, welcome back. So we start off with how much we have of our amounts. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 11. And here, how many equal groups do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3. And remember, oh, there we go. We are dividing. We're sharing this 11 by the 3 groups. So let's have a go then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I know I can't put these extra ones in because if I do, let's just put it here, we won't have this equal amounts of groups. So I'm going to leave these out, okay? Because I won't have the equal groups. So I know equally I can have 3 and I have a remainder of 1, 2. So 11 divided by 3 equals 3 remainder 2. Well done if you had a go at that and you managed to get that right. It's tricky stuff, this, okay? So let's have a look. Ooh, okay. This looks very, very familiar. Can you remember what this is called? We use this for our multiplication. Well done if you said it's a bar model. Yeah, we can use bar models for division as well, and it's really handy for division, actually. So let me show you how to do it first. So first of all, let's count what our amount is. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I know I have 9 all together. That goes in my whole box, okay? Because I've got the whole, that is the 9. And I've got, let's just write that up here as well. We've got, we've got 3 no, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 equal groups. There we go. Miss Badger can't count. So, and remember, we are sharing equally, okay? So, let's have a go at sharing this equally. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I can't fit in my last one because I wouldn't have equal amounts of groups. So let's see how much one group is worth. So we know we have 2 and we have a remainder of 1. So we have this one little one all by himself. So we know that one group is equal to 2, but it always has a remainder 1. So you've got 2, remainder 1, 2, remainder 1, 2, remainder 1, 2, remainder 1. Okay. Oops. Let's just go back. There we go. So the computer was going a bit crazy there. Okay. Why don't you have a pause, have a quick go at it on your sheets at home and see where you get up to. Have a quick pause, off you go. Okay, so Welcome back if you manage to have a quick pause and have a go at yourself at home. So first of all, let's see how much our amount is, our whole is. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 here. Oops, dear me, that's a terrible 6. So we've got 6 of the whole, and we've got how many equal groups? We've got 1, 2, 3. And remember, we are sharing them, aren't we? So we have to do our divide sign. There we go. So let's divide these equally. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in each group, there are 2. And there's no remainders, so this makes it nice and easy. So we've got 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Okay, so the answer will be 2. So well done if you managed to have a go at that one and you got it right. So next one. Again, have a quick pause, have a go. Okay, welcome back if you had a go at it on your sheet at home. I hope you did. So first of all, let's see how many we have of our amount. We've got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I know I've got 10 as the whole. So 10, 10, and then we are sharing by, so 10 divided by, how many equal groups? 1, 2. So we've got 10 divided by 2. So I'm going to share these groups, and make sure when you do getting these dots or you're drawing your dots, doing it the same way as I am. You're not just making sure that all the dots are nice and neat as possible. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we know we haven't got a remainder, we haven't got anything left over. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you know your multiplication facts, you would know that 2 goes into 10 5 times. So let's do it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Got 5. There should be 5 in each box. Well done if you manage to do that and have a go at home and get it right. So here we've got no dots. We're just having a go at it by ourselves, okay? With no dots, let's see. Let's do it together first of all. So remember, we've got our whole, which is 15, sorry. 15 goes in the top, okay? So, and we've got 3 equal parts, okay? So if you want to do your dots, you can do. I think I'm going to struggle doing my dots, so I'm going to do a tally, okay? So let's do 15 divided by 3. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's see how many we have in our tally. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 15 divided by 3 equals 5. Well done if you managed to get that at home. If you know your division facts really well, if you know your 3s super well, you could easily have just gone 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. You know that each box is going to be worth 5, 5, 10, 15. Have a go at that. If you know your times tables really well, this is why I'm always saying you need to learn your times tables, because your times tables will make things much easier. Okay, so this one's a slightly difficult one. Okay, again, I still want you to use your tally chart, your tallies, because that's going to be really, really useful, or your circles. Depends if you want to do circles or tallies. Either one's fine. So have a quick pause. Have a go at your sheets at home. Okay, so first of all, we have our whole, which is 16 divided by that should say 4. 16 divided by 4. I do apologize. If you did it by 3, I will do it by 3 again. But yeah, change it to 4. I do apologize. I do apologize. That should be a yeah, that should be a 4. Do you know what? We'll carry on. We'll keep going. I did say to carry on with your 3, but never mind. So, right. So again, we've got 16 divided by 4. So again, you can do your tallies or your circles. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we go. So 16 divided by 4. In each group, one of those groups equals 4. Okay. And you could have done the inverse. If you do 4 times 4, let's do 4 times 4, 4, 8, 12, 16. You would have known that each one of these is worth a 4. Oops, that's a terrible 4. There we go. Okay. Right, so here we have a bar model. So, but it's already been filled in for us. What I would like us to do is try and work out what this would have been as a multiplication. Sorry, not as a multiplication, as a number sentence. So here we have. So we know we have 2 equal groups because we have 1, 2. And one of those groups equals 5. Now remember, we could do 2 times 5. And if you know your 2 times 5, it would equal 10. Okay, and again, you can do 5 times 2. There we go. Oh, there we go. Not so good at doing this on the computer. But I also want you to tell me the division facts of it as well. So remember, because we're doing division today. So remember, we've got our whole. We always start off with the biggest number when we're dividing. So we've got 10 divided by. Now you can do 10 divided by 2. So remember, 10 divided by 2. What is that going to equal? Have a think. All the numbers are on there. Well done if you said 10 divided by 2 equals 5. And we also could have done the other one, which is 10. Always start with your biggest number if you're doing division. 10 divided by 5 equals 2. Okay, so what I want you to do is have a go at these ones. I want you to tell me the 2 multiplication and then the 2 division facts that you know about this numbers. Off you go. Okay, so should have paused me. So let's first of all, let's do the times for this one. So we know we have 4 equal groups and each one of them is worth 6. So that should be 4 times 6 equals 24. You could do the opposite. You could do 6 times by 4. Oh, that's terrible. Equals 24. Okay. Now let's use division facts. Remember, with your division facts, the biggest number always comes first. The whole always comes first. So we've got 24 divided by, I'm going to do divided by 4 because I know there's 4 equal groups. And we should know that should equal 6. Okay. What's another division fact that I know about this? Have a think. So we've got our whole, which is 24, divided by 6. Remember, we've got 6 here, should equal 4. Well done if you managed to get this. Okay, let's move on to this one. So again, you can do your multiplications first. So I know I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal groups. So 5, and each one of those groups equals 8. So 5 times 8 equals 40. You can do the inverse as well. So the opposite of that. We'll do the inverse in a bit. So we've got 8 times 5 equals 40. And then you can go on to your inverse. Remember, the inverse to multiplication is divide. So remember, we always start off with our biggest number first, our whole, which is 40. Now I can do 40, and you can see how many equal groups there are. So there's 5 equal groups. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one of those groups equals 8. And you can also do 40, oh dear, 40 divided by 8 would equal 5. Well done if you managed to get them. Okay, so what I want you to do, have a go at these ones. So circle, there will be no remainders on there, okay? No remainders on circle. However, on semicircle, there are some remainders there. So make sure that you have a go drawing your bar models. Your bar models are super important, okay? You must have a go doing your bar models. Make sure that you're drawing the circles or the tallies as carefully as you can, okay? So have a pause, have a go at it. Okay, so if you're ready to go on for the next sheet, here's the next sheet. So it says write the calculations for multiplication and division that are represented by these bar models, okay? So here, have a go. Remember, there's 4 calculations, 2 division, 2 multiplication, okay? And then once you're ready, once you've done that, have a go at these ones. These are just another ones that I want you to represent using a bar model as well. So again, have a pause if you need to, have a go at it. And then, once you've done all that, what I would like you to do is send your work into y3willow@australiabyronwood.org, okay? Make sure you send all your work so you're keeping up to date with everything that we're learning, okay? I would love to see your work and make sure that you're getting it right, okay? And I can also do any extra help if people need it. So, it was fun doing that with you, and looking forward to seeing your work, and I will see you for the next lesson. Bye-bye now.